Volume 22 to 12. July 21, 1927. Difference between the love of heaven and that of earth. Oppressions dull the soul, the divine will empties it. I continue my life in the divine will, and since my sweet Jesus frequently deprives me of his amiable presence, I call upon my sovereign Mama, the angels, and the saints, to help me and lend me their love and their adoration so that I may do from earth what they do in heaven, so that my Jesus, drawn by the same love of heaven, may come to his little exile, to her who yearns for him so much. And he, paying no attention to my harsh torment, and as if scorning my sighs and my yearnings, instead of taking pity on me, flees from me, perhaps content to see my terrible state from afar. Ah! Perhaps if he feels in me the love of heaven that so dears to him, he will come, and no longer leave me alone and abandoned for so long. And while I was talking nonsense inside, my sweet Jesus, my beloved life, came out from within me and, clasping me in his arms, said, "My daughter, I like the love of heaven, but I like that of earth more. The love of earth is always new to me, it is new conquests that I make, new glory. On the contrary, the love of heaven is already in my possession, and no one can take it away from me, it is my own thing. On the other hand, I am in the act of conquering that of earth, and many times I lose the new conquests that I should make, because souls do not always give me the love, the glory that they should give me. Now, you must know that when they die in my grace, they are confirmed in the nature of love, in the nature of glory, and in the life of the divine will. So, in heaven, everything is nature in all the blessed, and that is why they give me nothing more, rather, I always give them that continuous act of joy, of happiness, of beatitudes that are always new and endless. This is why I am all eyes for earth, and it seems as if I were putting all of heaven aside, because it is mine, so I am all eyes and I pay all my attention to the soul that lives in exile, who, despite not possessing the nature of heaven, wants to give me the new acquisitions of love, glory and adoration. If you only knew how your love flutters within my will, how it soars between heaven and earth, investing all created things and bursting forth even into heaven, as far as my divine will extends, it gives me the new possession of the love of the creature who allows herself to be invested by the power of my supreme fiat. And while it is giving me the possession of love, it prepares another new one for me, that of glory. And while you return to repeat your acts are always new for me, because before, certainly, I did not have them. Therefore, you are always new in the love, in the glory, in the adorations that you give me, because my will, echoing in you, communicates to you that new act that it possesses by nature. Therefore, what I do in heaven, giving all the blessed the new, never interrupted act of unspeakable joy and contentment, you are destined to give me from earth, in the light and power of my will. Therefore, be attentive to following his rapid flight. As my beloved Jesus continued to deprive me of himself, I felt so oppressed that I thought to myself that everything was over, and so many other things that it seems useless to put them down on paper. And my amiable Jesus, placing his holy hands on my back as if to take me in his arms, said to me, "My daughter, how heavy you have become. Don't you know that oppressions increase the weight of the soul, and I, wanting to take you in my arms, must make an effort to hold you, while my will empties the weight of nature. And its light, removing the darkness of the human, makes it light and able for any sacrifice, and giving it the wings of love. Gives the soul the first gifts of the celestial homeland that knows no oppression, nor darkness, but day without sunset and joy that has no end." And then, what would you say if you heard the sun say, "Everything is over, I am no longer a sun because my Creator does not add more light to me"? You, I believe, would respond to the sun, I always see you as a sun. Because nothing has been taken away from you of the light that your Maker gave you. At most, if he always added light, you would have been stronger and more resplendent in your light. Thus I answer you, always be the sun, because the sun of my will and of its knowledge, more than light, reigns in you. Neither I nor anyone else can wrest from you a single one of the many insights you possess about my eternal fiat, and just because I do not always add another insight about it, as if what I have told you were nothing, you say, everything is over, as if this sun had gone out in you. Too much is required, my daughter, to extinguish this sun of my will. Not even you yourself could escape its eternal rays, which, invading your soul, eclipse everything that does not belong to this sun. Therefore, follow its light and wait patiently for a new light to come and add it to make the sun of my will more resplendent in you.